The metallic clang of an alarm ripped through the silence. Aboard the Dauntless Horizon, Lieutenant Commander Elena Vega snapped her head up from the command console. "What the hell is that?" she barked, her voice taut with urgency. Around her, the bridge erupted in chaos, crew members scrambling to interpret the ship's high alerts. "Incoming unidentified object, high-velocity trajectory," shouted Ensign Tariq Voss, his fingers dancing over his station. A holographic display lit up with a pulsing red dot barreling toward Earth at impossible speeds. The object, massive and angular, tore through space, leaving a ripple in its wake like a scar across the stars. Captain Adrien Miles strode to the center of the bridge, his presence grounding the frenzy. "Projected impact?" 3 minutes, Voss replied, sweat glistening on his brow. "It's not slowing down." Miles turned to Vega. "Launch the drones. I need eyes on this thing now." As Vega initiated the command, a shudder ran through the ship. An eerie blue light flooded the bridge, casting shadows that danced like specters. The crew froze, transfixed as a massive alien vessel emerged from the void. Its surface was a mosaic of shifting patterns, shimmering as if alive. It dwarfed the Dauntless Horizon, its sheer size defying comprehension. "Captain," Vega whispered, her voice cracking. "It's scanning us." The alien ship emitted a low hum, resonating in their bones. Then came the voice, deep and resonant, speaking directly into their minds. "Humanity has violated the Accord. Repercussions are imminent." "Accord? What accord?" Miles demanded, though the voice offered no reply. Instead, a pulse of energy erupted from the alien ship, disabling the Dauntless Horizon systems in an instant. Lights dimmed, consoles flickered, and life support faltered. "Emergency power," Vega ordered, but her voice was drowned out by a second wave, this one carrying seismic force. The ship groaned, hull plates buckling. Alarm screamed as oxygen levels plummeted. "We're dead in the water," Voss gasped, his face pale. "Not yet," Miles growled. "Vega, get our backup systems online." Voss, "Send a distress signal to Earth." Everyone else, "Brace for." A deafening crack split the air as the alien vessel unleashed its arsenal. Plasma beams sheared through the void, aimed directly at Earth. The crew watched in horror as the first strike hit the planet's surface, igniting the atmosphere. Cities vanished in blinding flashes, reduced to ash. "No!" Vega screamed, her knuckles white against the console. Miles' voice cut through the chaos. "Vega, status report. We've got auxiliary power, but shields are gone, and weapons are offline." "Earth," she trailed off, unable to continue. The alien voice returned, colder now. "Humanity's defiance has been noted. Your destruction is inevitable." "Not if I have anything to say about it," Miles muttered, his eyes blazing with defiance. He turned to Vega. "Prepare the crew. We're going to board that ship." The bridge erupted into protest, but Miles silenced them with a raised hand. "This is our only chance. We'll find out what this accord is and stop this madness. Vega, get us to the hangar." The Dauntless Horizon shuddered as Miles led a hand-picked team to the hangar bay. They loaded into a stealth shuttle, cloaked in silence. The hangar doors opened to the void, revealing the alien vessel's imposing form. As they approached, the shuttle's systems flickered, the alien technology resisting their presence. "Hold steady," Vega said, her hands gripping the controls. The shuttle's nose dipped as they found a docking port. Miles looked back at his team, their faces lit with determination and fear. "We're humanity's last hope," he said. "Let's make it count." The docking bay of the alien vessel was a surreal landscape of glowing tendrils and shifting walls. The crew disembarked cautiously, their weapons raised. Every step echoed unnaturally, as though the ship itself was listening. "This place is alive," whispered Dr. Marissa Kale, the team's xenobiologist. She touched a wall, and it rippled under her hand. "Incredible!" "Stay focused," Miles warned. "Vega, find us a command center. We need answers." Vega's scanner beeped erratically. "The ship's layout is shifting. It's adapting to us." "Adapting for what?" Voss asked. But his question was answered when the corridor ahead twisted violently, revealing an array of spindly, insect-like drones. They emitted a piercing screech before lunging forward. "Contact!" Miles shouted. The team opened fire, plasma rounds lighting up the dark corridor. The drones moved with terrifying speed, their metallic bodies deflecting most shots. One latched onto Voss, its razor limbs piercing his suit. "Get it off me!" he screamed. Vega aimed and fired, her shot hitting its core. It exploded in a shower of sparks, but more drones emerged. "We can't hold them here," Vega yelled. "We need to move. Fall back," Miles ordered. The team retreated into a side passage, sealing the door behind them. The walls around them pulsed with energy, the ship's hum growing louder. "They're hurting us," Kale said, panic in her voice. "It's playing with us." Ahead, the passage opened into a cavernous chamber. A massive, crystalline structure hovered at its center, pulsating with light. Vega scanned it. "This is it," she said. "Their command nexus." "Then let's shut it down," Miles said, moving forward. But as he approached, the nexus emitted a blinding flash. When the light subsided, a figure stood before them, humanoid but otherworldly. Its translucent skin shimmered, and its eyes glowed with a cold intelligence. "You are unworthy," it said, its voice echoing in their minds. "The Accord exists to protect the balance. Humanity's greed has tipped the scales." "What Accord?" Miles demanded. "Explain." The being raised a hand, and visions flooded their minds. Ancient civilizations, flourishing under the Accord's guidance, only to be annihilated when they overstepped. Earth's exploitation of alien ruins had triggered the same fate. "We didn't know," Vega pleaded. "Give us a chance to fix this." The being hesitated, its glow dimming. "Prove your worth," it said. The nexus surged, and the chamber dissolved into chaos. The crew was separated, each member thrust into a simulated environment tailored to their deepest fears. Miles found himself on a battlefield, surrounded by the faces of fallen comrades, their accusations cutting deeper than any blade. Vega was trapped in a void, her every command met with failure, the lives of her crew slipping through her fingers. Kale faced a twisted reflection of herself, questioning the morality of humanity's scientific pursuits. "This is a test," Miles realized, his voice echoing. "We have to resist." He pushed through the illusions, his resolve unwavering. One by one, the crew emerged, battered but united. The nexus pulsed, its judgment nearing. "Enough," Miles shouted. "We've seen our flaws. Let us atone." The nexus faltered, its light dimming. But before the crew could celebrate, the alien vessel began to collapse. "You have proven yourselves, but the Accord's enforcers will not be swayed," the being warned. "Flee or perish." The team raced back to the shuttle as the alien ship disintegrated around them. Explosions tore through the corridors, the ship's death throes deafening. "We're not going to make it," Kale said, her voice trembling. "Yes, we are," Vega replied, her determination ironclad. They reached a shuttle, launching seconds before the vessel imploded. The shockwave propelled them toward Earth, their systems barely holding. As they re-entered the atmosphere, the crew saw the devastation below. Entire continents were scarred, billions lost. But the alien assault had ceased. "What now?" Voss asked, his voice hollow. "We rebuild," Miles said, staring at the ruins of Earth, "and we prepare. This isn't over." In the distance, the stars flickered as if watching. Humanity had survived the first test of the Accord, but the price of survival was steep, and the next challenge loomed. The crew of the Dauntless Horizon vowed to uncover the Accord's secrets, knowing their fight was far from finished.